Okay, guys, I'm going to take you through what the students will be doing on Zearn. So the first thing that they'll do is their number gym. This is adaptive, so it will adapt to how well they're doing. There's lots of different games that they can play, but it's just like a little game and like some snacks.
Fox has 3 apples. Give her 1 more.
And you can kind of see how it goes. But it can
Koala has 1 orange. Give him 1 more.
So you can kind of see how it goes. Remember again that this is adaptive, meaning that the number gyms are designed to bridge K2 math foundations reinforced in previous skills learned, and it'll address any areas of unfinished learning. All right, so after they are done their number gym, they have a quick blast. This is like their fluency check. It's about 1 or 2 minutes, nothing too strenuous. And I'm going to purposely get some wrong so you can see what happens when we get them wrong. And then I'll get some right and wrong. All right, so when they're done, they have this check their work feature. And then it gives them an opportunity to correct if they are wrong. Which is great for them because then they get immediate feedback to fix their work. I'll show you if we get it wrong more than once what happens. It tells them the answer. And then afterwards it tells them how many they get correct and their score. And then you get some in your reports, you can get alerts on what they're doing well and not doing well. Now the guided practice is very similar to what you are doing in your small group, and it's more of the concept development, and we'll walk through a little bit.
Welcome back to story time. We're going to read a book called How Many Letters? It's about sending letters in the mail. Maya wrote 8 letters to her friends. Her goal is to write 12 letters. How many more letters does she need to write? Let's make a tape diagram for the story using an envelope to represent each letter. Show the letters Maya already wrote. Then complete the tape to show Maya's goal of 12 letters.
So you can kind of see it's very similar to what we were doing at the beginning of our lesson. Now they get to kind of practice with the teacher. And they get to do it a little bit different, and they get to see at the top the numbers. So it's just another way to represent the story problem.
You showed the 8 letters she wrote already, and then added some more letters to show her goal of 12 letters. Now let's try showing the tape diagram using only numbers. Maya wrote 8 letters. We can show the number 8 inside the tape. Maya needs to write some more letters. The question mark shows that we still need to figure this number out. Her goal is to write 12 total letters. 12 goes here because that's our total. Now it's your turn. Label the tape diagram.
So again, it's pretty interactive. Down here, they get to use some words, and they can use this little
Label
bell.
the tape diagram. We know Maya wants to write 12 total letters, and she has already written 8. We don't yet know how many letters she still needs to write. Let's solve using subtraction. Which subtraction expression matches our story?
Now I will get this wrong on purpose, just so that you can kind of see what happens if they're wrong. Gives them a chance to try again. And then it'll explain it.
12 minus 8 matches our story. The answer will tell us how many more letters Maya needs to write. Solve 12 minus 8. Then complete the word sentence. "12 minus 8 equals 4. Maya needs to write 4 more letters. I'll update our tape diagram like this to show that we found our mystery number, the number of letters that Maya still needs to write. It's time to read another story.
Okay, so now they have these printouts that they're going to use. Our students aren't using these printouts, but you can tell them if there's a printout, they can just go ahead and write it on a dry erase board or on a piece of paper if you want them to do that.
This time in your Mission 6 Lesson 1 notes. Lucas found 8 seashells on the beach. Sophie found 12 seashells. How many more seashells did Sophie find than Lucas? I'm imagining Sophie and Lucas having fun collecting seashells. I see 2 tapes. One is shorter and one is longer. Which one is for Lucas? What about Sophie? Reread the story and think about who found fewer shells and who found more. Then label Lucas and Sophie on the tape diagrams here.
So again, if the students really want to, they can print this out in the notes section. Their parents can print it out, but really it's okay if they don't because it's going to just walk them through it.
Lucas found 8 seashells, and Sophie found 12 seashells. That means the longer tape diagram is for Sophie. I'll write Sophie next to the longer tape diagram and Lucas next to the shorter tape diagram. Check your work.
And then it continues on through the lesson. After they're done with the guided practice called the math chat, they have the Tower of Power, and that's like your problem set. And it's about less than 10 problems, but they're just basically showing their knowledge. Okay, just to remind you, you can turn this guided practice off if you need to, if the student's really doing well and it's just excess work for them, and give them a fast finisher assignment. But we're going to start with leaving it on for every student. So they would just do the number gem, the blast, and the Tower of Power. And if they wanted to do the bonus is just extra. But the Tower of Power is next, and that's like your problem set where they have about anywhere from 5 to 10 questions where they're just showing you that they understand. Remember that it will play the question.
Sean picked 15 apples in the orchard. Bill picked 10 apples in the orchard. How many more apples did Sean pick than Bill?
All right, so we know that Sean picked 15, so that's more, and Bill picked 10. We'll check our answer. And over here, your little line will grow as you're getting them right, and you get an alert if you're getting them wrong. So that's it for Zearn, and I did want to show you on your roster where you can turn those videos off. So if you go to your roster, also remember you have reports, and these are your alerts if a kid is struggling, and you can actually print out individual progress reports for parents. So if you go to your roster, and you can click on a student and click on change lesson, this advanced setting makes the guided practice optional, so you would just check it. All right, next we're going to review how a small group may look.